What made Unknown Heights so strong in the Civil War? Imagine standing on a hilltop that seems to dominate everything around it. That's what Unknown Heights did during the Civil War, especially at the Battle of Fredericksburg in December 1862. Its strength came from a mix of natural features, smart military planning, and the way troops and artillery were positioned. The terrain itself was a big advantage. The ridge rose about 130 feet above the surrounding land, giving the Confederates a clear view of approaching Union soldiers from miles away. It wasn't a steep climb, but enough to give defenders a commanding position. The open fields below made it easy for the Confederates to see and target attackers. Getting to Unknown Heights was no easy task for Union soldiers. They had to leave Fredericksburg, cross a water-filled canal ditch, and then climb a slope of around 400 yards. That ditch was a major obstacle, with only 3 damaged bridges crossing it, creating a bottleneck where attackers were exposed to heavy fire. Once past the ditch, the open slope offered little cover, making soldiers vulnerable as they advanced. The Confederates prepared this position carefully. General James Longstreet spent nearly 3 weeks strengthening the defenses. Confederate engineers cleared all trees and brush from the slopes, turning the area into a wide open space for artillery fire. This meant Union troops had nowhere to hide as they moved forward. The main defensive feature was the Sunken Road, a natural depression along Telegraph Road. Confederate soldiers lined a stone wall along this road, turning it into a formidable barrier. They stacked themselves 3 ranks deep behind the wall, firing down on the attacking Union soldiers. Artillery was a key part of the defense. Confederate cannons were positioned on the heights and nearby elevations, creating a deadly crossfire. Colonel Alexander, the artillery chief, was confident that, when the guns opened fire, nothing could survive on the field. Large siege guns had even been brought from Richmond to boost their firepower. As Union soldiers crossed the canal and moved closer, Confederate artillery and rifle fire rained down on them, making any advance extremely costly. On December 13, 1862, the strength of Unknown Heights was clear. Union soldiers launched wave after wave of attacks, but almost none reached the stone wall. In just 1 hour, nearly 3,000 Union soldiers were lost. By the end of the day, Union casualties at Unknown Heights reached around 1,000, while Confederate losses were about 1,000. Over the entire 5-day battle, the Union suffered more than 12,000 casualties, with most of those happening at Unknown Heights. The combination of the high ground, cleared fields of fire, the sunken road, heavy artillery, and experienced Confederate troops made this position nearly impossible to take. It earned the nickname, the Slaughter Pen, because of the huge number of Union soldiers killed trying to break through. All these factors made Unknown Heights one of the most formidable defensive positions in Civil War history.